Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, November 8. Parliament has passed the Building Bill, which seeks to establish a modern legislative framework to reduce the vulnerability of Jamaica's built environment and ensure public safety. Local Government and Community Development Minister Desmond McKenzie piloted the bill and debate started on June 6. He says the legislation creates and maintains standards for construction and the maintenance of physical structures across the country.
But it is also a comprehensive approach to the development of the built environment in the country.
The minister said the bill should be seen as a critical companion to other legislation such as the Disaster Risk Management Act, the Local Governance Act, and the Local Government Financing and Financial Management Act. Cabinet is to review a recommendation to merge the National Housing Trust (NHT) and the Housing Agency of Jamaica (HAJ) to rationalize the financing of public housing solutions. It's among the recommendations in the Strategic Mandate Review Commission report into the operations of the NHT. Prime Minister Andrew Holness received the report on Tuesday after ordering the review in July 2016. The Review Commission, led by NHT Chairman Ambassador Nigel Clark, also recommended the allocation of resources annually to address squatter settlements and land titling. It's proposed that providing affordable housing would be accelerated with the privatization of the Jamaica Mortgage Bank and constraining investment policies to land and liquid securities. And it's recommended that the NHT's governance structure be strengthened through legislative and regulatory amendments which would allow certain decisions to be vested in the board of directors.
The legislation should require that certain skill sets are represented on the board and should, in return for this sort of increased level of responsibility, set certain minimum criteria defined for the NHT.
The country should now prepare itself for profound, fundamental, but changes that are beneficial to the NHT and to the people of Jamaica.
Prime Minister Holness says consultations will now be convened with Cabinet, Parliament, and the opposition. Following those talks, the public will be engaged to act upon the recommendations. An agreement has been reached to develop the island's first solar-powered irrigation system for the Monimusk Sugar Factory. The Memorandum of Understanding was signed Tuesday between SCJ Holdings Limited and BMR Energy. Under the agreement, 300 acres of land will be leased for 25 years to BMR Energy to develop the renewable energy infrastructure. Once completed, the facility is expected to provide Monimusk with half of its irrigation needs and cut its energy use. Agriculture Minister Carl Samuda says the system should move production coverage at Monimusk from 3,000 to 7,500 hectares.
In the case of drought, once we have this kind of installation, we can be assured of the provision of electricity that will drive our irrigation system and enable us to keep the sugar plants viable and alive.
Government is encouraging more Jamaicans to get involved in the Get the Guns campaign to rid the nation of illegal weapons. National Security Minister Robert Montego made the call in the wake of news that the police have recovered 717 firearms and over 200,000 rounds of ammunition since the start of the year.
I want to call upon all of these youngsters to call 311, report this gun, and earn up to $150,000 for the gun. Why should you put your life at risk for somebody else who is not coming out but want to give you a gun to spoil your future?
Minister Montego was addressing members of the Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce and other stakeholders on the weekend. Employers and job seekers will soon find it easier to register their job requirements through the Labor Market Information System (LMIS). This as the Ministry of Labor and Social Security is currently developing an LMIS mobile app. Portfolio Minister Shahini Robinson says the app is to be launched in the first quarter of the 2018-2019 financial year. The app is being developed under the Ministry's Electronic Labor Exchange Program and the New Employment Opportunities Project. LMIS is a job matching facility as well as a database of qualitative and quantitative information. It was developed with support from the Inter-American Development Bank. And finally, the three victors of the October 30 by-elections are now representing their constituencies in the House of Representatives. The new parliamentarians were sworn in on Tuesday. They are former opposition senators Mark Golding and Angela Brown Burke and a newcomer, Dr. Norman Dunn of the governing Jamaica Labour Party. The parliamentarians took their seats after the Director of Elections submitted the final ballot counts for the by-elections to the Governor-General and the Clerk of the House of Representatives. Dr. Brownburke now represents St. Andrews Southwestern after securing 6,324 votes to her opponent, Victor Hyde's 223. The St. Mary's Southeastern seat was won by Dr. Norman Dunn with 8,169 to Dr. Shane Alexie's 7,246 votes. And Mark Golding secured the St. Andrews Southern seat with 6,203 votes to Dane Dennis's 774 votes. The by-elections became necessary following the retirements of former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller and former Minister Dr. Omar Davies, as well as the death of Dr. Winston Green. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.